Y'all might think I sound crazy. This is one of my favorite perfumes. Properly cleansing your body. You really kill roaches with boric acid, and people is sticking them up their coochie. What's up YouTube? It's your girl Janae, and I am back with another freaking video. As you already see by the title, today I'm gonna be giving you guys a little bit of my tips and tricks when it comes to my hygiene. I'm gonna give y'all this tea on all the products I use. I literally have not done one of these in forever, so I'm super excited to talk to y'all about this. I have such a strict regimen when it comes to my body, so I definitely want to put the girls on so that y'all can take any tips or hacks from me or anything other products that I may use that you guys may like too. Before we get into this video, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I don't want to talk y'all heads off. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Everything will be linked in the description box below if you guys want direct links to these products. But we just want to have a nice laid back girl chat about keeping yourself up, even up under your clothes, because a lot of us talk about being put together in terms of physicality, but we also need to be talking about what we got going on inside, outside, on our actual body. So let's get into it. A very strict shower and bathing routine. It literally works like clockwork. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I bathe morning and night every single day. Some days I do take multiple showers a day. Some days I may take one. I do prefer to take a shower at night. Me taking a shower at night helps me wind down, and then it also helps me not have a super long process in the morning with having to shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, and everything. Once again, this depends on the day. When I'm on my cycle, morning and night showers mandatory. Or if I just been a lot more active, I'll do more. If I have a long day ahead of me, once again, I'll take a morning shower. But for the most part, if I'm being honest, I do shower at night. That's my bottom line. I contribute more to that if the day calls for it. Some people are like shower freaks. They take 5, 3, 4 baths a day. A, it's not necessary to be using all that water like that. B, is it just me? But being in the shower is overstimulating. Y'all might think I sound crazy, but there's something about the water just forcefully shooting towards me that is not fun for me, because I don't like the water in my face, so I don't put my face directly in it. Of course, I love the hot, steamy water. It feels good, but the process as a whole, I don't want y'all to Summer Walker me and make it seem like I don't like taking showers, because I do. But if I'm a little neurodivergent, so certain things be a little weird with me. Showering is one of those things where it's really like you just shooting at me. So I have to have my shower, my faucet be adjusted perfectly for me, or I will flash out. No, I'm just kidding. But no, like I said, mostly night showers. Whether I'm taking a bath or whether I'm taking a shower, I only bathe with 2 different soaps on my body. First things first, Old Faithful. I feel like to truly cleanse your body, I went through this phase of I want only Dove. In reality, when it comes to bathing, and especially when you're going to the gym, when you are active, when you're sexually active, anything like that, you want to make sure that you're properly cleansing your body. And as much as I love Dove, it's not something that I utilize by itself. To properly cleanse my body, to get rid of any dirty, bad bacteria, I start out with a Dial soap. And this is the Gold Bar. This is the Old Faithful. If you've ever gotten surgery or any type of procedure done, it's a really good soap. It's antibacterial. I fully believe that this soap gets me clean. For a long time when I was using Dove, I felt like I loved how my skin felt with it, but I didn't ever feel like that squeaky feeling, and that is what I feel like Dial gives me. So first I use Dial, and then I use a bar soap, wash it all over my body, get in good, get my neck, hit the back of my ears, get myself together really good. And also TMI, but this is also really good for your booty, for your bottom, especially if you're using the bathroom and all of that. I have a weird thing about pooping. After I do a number 2, I have to bathe, because essentially you using the bathroom is bacteria and it's just waste and all of that. So if you're just using something that is not antibacterial or antifungal or something that combats certain things, to me, theoretically, you're not that clean. This is mainly what I use in my bottom back area, but it also is good for your body as well. So this Dow Gold Bar, I haven't really tried any of the other ones. I think I might have tried the white one, but out of all of them, this is my favorite. Makes me feel the cleanest. And then I may wash once or twice with that. Get into my private areas, my underarms, anywhere that sweats or creates any type of friction. You want to scrub under my boobs. Just make sure that you hit those areas so that they're fully getting clean. All right, so that is not the only soap that I use though. I do start with that, and then I make my way over to a body wash. So I actually recently just purchased this. This is the Olay. Sometimes I go between Olay and Dove. It depends on how I'm feeling for the month, but I do pick more of their rosy scents, mainly because they be pink. I ain't even gonna lie. But another one of the Dove scents that I really enjoy, I like the original Dove, which is the regular Dove bar. The pink one, which is also the same. I also like their shea butter one. I get that sometimes. It's always in constant rotation. When I run out of this, I'll probably get something a little more warm because it is getting cold outside. This is the Olay Fresh Radiance. And so after I go in with a antibacterial cleansing soap, I then go in with a more nourishing, fragrance, moisturizing type of body wash, a liquid soap. It has a really nice scent. Smells like a bubble bath. It's not heavily fragrant, but it's enough to just give a little something. I feel like I really love this. I feel like these two together go hand in hand, but Dow has never done me wrong. And then like I said, I always mix it with a nice smell good body wash, and that's the perfect recipe. So now that we got the shower part out the way, now that we all clean and scrubbed up and we can go in with everything else, I'm gonna go into the section that I call my coochie care. So once I became sexually active, if you're a woman, you have to pay a lot more closer attention to your lady bits, because anything can throw it off. Even outside of being sexually active though, underwear can throw it off, tight clothes can throw it off, foods you are eating can throw you off, literally your cycle can throw you off. Your lady bits are super duper sensitive, and as much as we try and say, oh, we don't need this or we don't need that, just water, just, I don't know about you, but I need me a feminine wash. I've been using feminine washes probably at least 5 years, and I feel like I noticed a difference as far as even when I done worked out and it's a little sweaty down there. If you're a woman, sweat and certain fabrics can get down there and make it be a little tangy. When I'm using my feminine washes, I feel like that combats that. So I actually just found a really good one this year. One of the content creators that I watch, Aaliyah Giselle, I saw her ad for it and she actually influenced me to buy. Prior to that, in the past years, I was using Honey Pot for a couple years. I stopped using Honey Pot and then I started using Elle Wash. And if you're familiar with Elle, they make pads and stuff like that as well. I was using that and I was fully content with it. But I will say that I like this formula more than the foamy formula. So this is the Salt XO. I do buy the one without the beads. I don't really feel like, I don't feel the need, I don't see the need in the beads. I just feel like they just, I don't know, I just feel like it's just not necessary. So this is what I use. The only V-Wash you'll ever need. It is by Salt XO, and I literally have a subscription to this on Amazon. I ordered the first time off the site and then they ended up putting it on Amazon, so it literally comes in 2 days now. I have a subscription for this. It comes every 3 weeks. I absolutely love this stuff. I have zero complaints. It is a little pepperminty. What is in it? Ionized water, vitamin E, cucumber extract, lemon extract, aloe oil, avocado oil, cucumber, and mentha oil. I think the mentha oil is what's giving it that little crispy effect. But honestly, I don't mind it. I feel like that be my indicator that it's clean down there. And I promise you, she be real fresh. And keep in mind, this is not something that you put inside. I feel like a common misconception with feminine washes is, oh, you're putting it inside. No, if you know how your lady parts are made up, you're just putting it in the lip, a little bit inside the lip, never inside the hole, just around the lips, maybe a little in the lips, and that's it. So I really love this wash. It does me no wrong. Even with going to the gym, going on walks, being a little sexually active, I feel like this keeps everything in check. So this is like an everyday wash. I take it with me everywhere I go, keep her nice and crispy. I even slide it a little bit in the back area just because it's all private parts. So I just feel like intimate washes are, I'm not gonna say necessity because people will tell you they're not, but for me, this is a necessity. And that's not even saying that it's funky down there or anything like that. I just feel like you need a designated wash. They create these designated washes for your private parts for a reason, and I think they do more help than harm. Now, we passed the days of Summer's Eve and all of that. There's so many other great companies on the market that also do the same thing with a little bit more natural ingredients, no crazy scents. If you can get you a coochie wash, because it's gonna help you more than it will harm you. Now, I'm not an advocate for Summer's Eve. I've never been a Summer's Eve buyer, so I don't really know. But get you some Salt XO, because I told you so. It's fire. It's really that girl. I love this stuff down. So that is more so outside my coochie care, inside coochie care. And this is more specific. This is going really deeply into detail, but I'm just letting y'all know. So after my cycle, I just feel like even though the cycle is cleaning you out, just after all that blood and body and tissues then came and ran out, I always like to go in and pop me a little coochie powder. No, but this is the PhD boric acid suppository, promise y'all. And I'm just being real with y'all because I feel like everybody be so hush hush about their coochie. Oh, my coochie is water, this and that. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Sometimes it can be a little dysregulated, and it can be caused by literally anything. Like I told y'all, it can be clothes, fabrics. I notice when I'm wearing certain fabrics, like that workout material, it don't really match with my, it don't really match with my pH balance. It messes with my pH balance. And if you know about your vagina, your pH balance is what regulates and keeps everything in line. And our vaginas are acidic, so certain things can throw it off and just be all over the place. It's very sensitive. Even if I just notice a little twang, just a little bit, let me get her together. I mainly use these after my cycle though, if I'm being honest. That's when I just feel like it just cleanses it out. I put it in maybe during that brown stage, and I literally have no scent. These are just easy peasy lemon squeezy, and they're boric acid. Y'all know that's like roach spray. But it worked. That's kind of crazy. When I first heard about these, I was like, dang, you really kill roaches with boric acid. And people is sticking them up their coochie. But it do what it's supposed to do. I don't think it harms you. I done my research on these because I am kind of a freak about stuff that will harm you with medicines and things like that. And I've done my research. They said that there's no harm as far as fertility or anything can be caused. So as far as I know, it's pretty safe. This is the only brand I use. I don't really go out of PhD because I feel like they have really good products. They are a little pricey, but they worth it. And I promise you, it's like a magic potion. Now, this ain't for yeast infections. This ain't for STDs, BV, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a cure for that. But like I said, it is a cure from dysregulation. So if something may have thrown you off and you notice it, pop one of these for a day or two and you'll be in the clear. So love these things, love them down. You can buy the applicators or you can just stick it up there. For a long time, I used to be so weird about putting my stuff touching up there. I don't know, it was just weird just sticking my finger up there. But now that I'm grown, it's just sometimes you gotta see what's going on. So I be just putting them in there, child, or whatever sometimes. So that is mostly all I do for my coochie care. Now, one particular hack that I do for my booty care, I actually got this from Kyra Unique, is I take a little bit of witch hazel and I put it on a cotton pad and I put it on my booty because y'all know what booty smell like. I feel like people try and play, like people try to act like they just clean queens and they just never smell I don't smell like anything. I don't need anything. Being a human is knowing that sometimes our body creates smells. Like it just be natural. It just creates smells. So outside of just the Gucci care, I do go in with a little witch hazel between my crack, and I feel like that also helps keep any little booty smells. booty is a funny word, but it just keeps booty smells at bay. And that's not saying my booty be stinking, because it definitely don't, but I have a big butt, so I have to make sure it's real fresh and clean. And I do TMI, I'm very gassy. I am very gassy, so I do be having to make sure gas if you got on pants. And this is funny. This is actually sick, but if you gassing in your pants a couple times out the day, and gas is waste and energy, it can build up a smell back there. But no, like I said, I have never had no complaints about my booty. I never felt like my booty just was funky unless I just got off the toilet. So this is what helps. This hydrate, this toner, this witch hazel, that's what helped with the booty. Moving on. For shaving, and then we're gonna go to moisturizer. So for shaving, I know a lot of people are like waxers nowadays. I was getting waxes back in the day. I stopped. I may get it on a special occasion, but I generally do not get waxed like that. Only because I just feel like the results are cool, but I don't like the having to wait for it to grow backstage. Now granted, it does grow back sparse, but it never completely stops growing. So it's just kind of, you just gotta keep going through that pain every single time, and you gotta keep letting your hair grow out. I don't really like to have hair on me, so I always ended up shaving it in between appointments, and then one day I just never went back. I do want to look into laser one day, but I'm not opposed to shaving. I feel like shaving isn't bad as long as you do it the right way. So as long as you start with a nice scrub, this is the Tree Hut scrub. This is all I have right now. I actually prefer the Dove scrub to this one, but this is what I had in my drawer, so I did want to show something. Tree Hut is Old Faithful, but it's so many better scrubs out there on the market. I tried the Fenty Skin Scrub. It's really nice as well. This is like the bottom tier. It smells good. It's a scrub, but when you really get into skincare, there's so many better scrubs on the market. But do start with a scrub, exfoliating your body. You can use a scrub, or you can use a physical scrubber that also will shed any dead skin or just stuff on your body that needs to come off and loosen up that hair. But any scrubber, any exfoliant, I feel like is what helps to give the best shaver. Now, for what I use to shave is the key component. You really do need, if you're going to shave, you have to invest into good razors. So I use different razors on my legs and on my private area. On my private area, I've had this same razor for about 3 years. This is the Flamingo razor. Look at her. I love this real bad. These little shavers are fire, and they saving the turtles because all you gotta do is buy new heads. It comes off like that, and then you just keep your piece. So you just invest in this one time, and then you buy the shavers, and then there's that. So I use the pubic head. They have different ones, of course. They have regular ones with shea butter on it, ones for your legs and all that, but I like this pubic one because if you see, it gets a super close shave. It gets really close, so I really love this. It comes with, you can buy it in a 4-pack, a 5-pack, a 6-pack, but all I do is just buy those anytime I need to re-up, and that's what I use to shave. You gotta be very careful with shaving down there, but like I said, that's all I really pretty much do now. I don't really get waxed anymore just because it just don't fit with my routine. It's just an extra maintenance task that I really feel like is unnecessary. Like I said, I will do it on special occasions, but that's rare. So next, for my shaving cream, this also plays a hand with your shaver. So I'm just showing this because I bought it. This is the Cremo Shave Cream. Personally, this is not my favorite. I only bought this because they didn't have the one that I typically buy in the store. My favorite shave cream, it almost feels like a lotion. It's by EOS. I'll insert it somewhere on the screen. That gives me the best, smoothest shave that I've ever gotten. I don't really care for the shaving creams in cans anymore. It's better out there. That EOS shaving cream, it's like a shave lotion. It's so good. It's my favorite. But I try to find bottles like this because it just comes out better. I like the consistency. And then honestly, for my legs and my underarms, I'm not really picky about the razor. This is a little razor I got out the store. I don't even think it's a name brand. It's like a store brand. And I rarely shave my legs because my legs don't grow hair that often. So I just do a quick, cute little shave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my legs and my underarms, and let that be that. But I do pay a lot more closer attention to Lil Mama, and that's what I call her. Y'all know they call her Big Mama. I got a Lil Mama. She's kind of small. For deodorant, this has been my Old Faithful. I don't really deviate away from this. I know a lot of people don't like this brand, and I will say that deodorant is one of those things that is a case by case basis. Everybody has different sweat glands. Everybody has different needs for their bodies. This is what works for me and has been working for me for at least the last 8 years. This is the Secret deodorant. I buy the Powder Fresh favorite scent. It's like baby powder. Smells so good and fresh. I don't really have any issues with it. I don't feel like it makes me sweat any crazy way. I will say I don't sweat that much, honestly, but I don't feel like it gives me any smells or anything like that. It does what it's supposed to do. 24 hours solid, pH balance. This works really well for me. It's not loaded with any crazy in it, and it does what a deodorant is supposed to do and keep me fresh under my arms. So I really enjoy this one. Let me know what deodorant y'all use. I know there's some organic ones out there. Let me know what y'all favorite is, but this is my favorite and I've been using it for a long time. So narrowing it down, once we clean our body, once we remove any hair and get rid of any extras, we're gonna go into moisturizing. So this is my favorite part. I pride myself in literally every night when I get out the shower, I lotion my body. There is not a night, unless I'm just absolutely dead tired, that I do not moisturize my body. Literally, that is part of my routine. Doing that slow motion, lotioning myself up, spraying myself with perfume. I feel like that's also what keeps my skin tight, shiny, just very soft and supple is the lotion. And making sure that I have that in my routine daily. I use this Nivea Cocoa Butter Lotion. This is one of my favorite lotions. I do have a variety of lotions. I have some higher end lotions that I use, but I don't use those every day. It smells like baby lotion. I feel like that smells really good, especially when I don't want my lotion sometimes to be overpowering, especially if I'm gonna layer it with scent. So I don't mind having a more neutral scented lotion on my body. And this 72 hours of moisture that they say on the bottle, very, very true. I absolutely love this lotion. It keeps my skin so soft, like I said. Depending on where my skin is and how I feel for the night, I will go in with a body butter. The difference between a body butter and a lotion is the body butter is a lot thicker. So I may go in with body butter if I'm going on a special occasion, or maybe once or twice out the week, because it is extended moisture and it does even more than the lotion. And depending on the night, I don't do this every night, but once again, it just depends on the day. I will go in with oil on my body I combine oil with lotion or body butter, and that makes the oil essentially locks in the moisture so that it penetrates better. So I don't do oil every night because I don't like the way oil feels like on my sheets. At night when I go to sleep, I feel like oil makes me feel sticky. But if I'm going out, I always do oil mixed with lotion or oil mixed with body butter. And that's kind of my lineup. I really enjoy this Fenty Skin Butter Drop. This is the smell Salted Caramel, and it smells so good. So I love that. That's the perfect fall little scent. And once you get out of the shower, you're ready to just go on about your business after you dry off. But honestly, incorporating putting lotion on, taking that extra step to put that on every day, you will notice such a difference in the overall feel of your skin. Your knees, your elbows, all those parts that go neglected when you don't put lotion on and need that extra TLC. You will notice the difference. So I am an advocate for lotioning your body, even if not every other day, because it genuinely makes a difference. On to fragrance, which are the last steps of my hygiene routine. I love to smell good, right? I love to smell good. I love a good scent. These are my current staples. Now I have a variety of fragrances that I do rotate around, but I do have my necessity, my staple that I do not deviate away from, that I'm grabbing before I grab anything else. So first and foremost, I love to start my fragrance routine with a base body mist. Even with Bath and Body Works and stuff like that, sometimes they get a bad rep because people think they're supposed to be used as perfume, when reality it's more of a layering thing. So one of my favorite body mists, as y'all see, is About Empty. This is the Finery Flower Bed, and y'all, oh, I love her. This is my second bottle of this. I love this stuff so much. It smells so good. It's like a fresh floral scent. It's not overly overpowered. Sweet, clean floral, but it's very simple. It's a very simple smell, but it's perfect to put under what you're already wearing. So absolutely love Finery Flower Bed. I need to re-up as we're speaking. And then for my signature scents, which I'm actually out of my main one, but I actually have PR coming from them, so I'm super excited to get that in the mail, because I love when I really love something and I don't even have to buy it again. 2 signature scents. Find your signature scent. It don't have to be mine. It can be something you love. If you're a gourmand girly, if you are a musk girly, if you like certain smells, find your signature scent, find what you like, incorporate that across everything, across your body washes, across your lotion, and that way you can have a signature smell and you can just fall into your body naturally having that scent. Your things have that scent. One of my main signature scents is the Chanel Chance. I love her body. This is one of my favorite perfumes. I do prefer to wear this more so at nighttime. I feel like this is a very sexy, just where is she? But this is a very nice scent. Chanel Chance is one of my favorites. I feel like it matches very well with all of the other things that I have. So the scent is just very cohesive. So whether you smelling my feet, my legs, my arms, my underarms, everything matches. So Chanel Chance is that girl. And then I only have the mini because once again I'm out, but I have some more on the way through PR. Shout out Valentino. But Valentino Born in Roma, now that is a more sweet scent. This is not, I don't think Chanel Chance is very sweet at all, but Valentino Born in Roma has a note of vanilla and it just smells so good. They did their biggest one when they created this fragrance. This is one of my favorites. These two, not together, but these two period are my favorite. I rotate them night, day. Very nice scents. It's very crucial that you find you a good signature scent or lineup so that even when you don't want to smell like a sugar cookie, only if you got sugar cookie perfume and you don't want to smell like a sugar cookie, you have your specific scent to yourself. So that's my hygiene routine, guys. I didn't gave y'all all the tea, all the tips, all the tricks. I don't really think there's anything else that I left out. If y'all have any more questions, definitely let me know down below. I plan on doing a physical shower routine, so I'm gonna show y'all these products in action, but I did want to do a sit down because it's kind of hard to film a shower routine, for me at least, because it's just kind of hard to get in there and have the camera propped up and then the steam and then the camera, it just be a lot. But I did want to go through and show y'all as I'm easing back into my girl talks, because I want to do these every week. I'm trying to hold myself accountable and do these every week, even if they're a topic just as small as this. If y'all enjoy this style of girl talk, please let me know any more girl talk topics y'all would like to hear from me. I think that's it for today's video. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment, subscribe. As I stated, everything will be linked in the description box below. Thank you all for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next freaking video. Big ass, get that.